Okay, so I am going to show you how to use our TI-84 to solve for a system of three linear equations in three variables. Okay, and if you can see, I put this up on purpose on the screen so you know where we're going to go and what this is going to look like. What we're going to use today is a matrix. Okay, and this is how I would solve for three linear equations on my TI-84. Now, in order for us to use the matrix and plug in properly, what I need to do is I need to get these three linear equations into a matrix, and it's really simple. It's all you need to do is we're going to create a matrix here, okay, and we're going to take all the coefficients. So for instance, negative x is actually negative 1, negative 5y is actually negative 5, and then negative 5z is negative 5, and then just put a 2 over here, okay? And we're going to do this for every equation. So we're going to have 4, negative 5. Notice you don't need the variable with them, and you don't want a variable in a matrix. And 1, 5, negative 1, negative 20. Okay, so what we just created here was a 3 by 4 matrix, and you should have some experience with a matrix. Okay, it's 3 because of the 3 rows and 4 because of the four columns. You're going to need to know that because what we're going to do is we're going to go into matrix on our graphing calculator. So I'm going to click on second matrix. And I'm going to go ahead. What you need to do is notice there's all these letters here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And these are names of a matrix. Okay, so this matrix is named A, B, and this is just for convenience to recall the matrix that we will input into our calculator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to edit, and I'm going to go down to B and edit B. Okay, and when I do that, now notice they want the dimensions of the matrix. So we're going to go 3 by 4. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to type these numbers in just exactly how you see it here. So negative 1, and don't use the minus sign when you're plugging in for a negative 1. That's telling it what to do. That's an operation. Negative tells us what kind of a number it is. So negative 1, enter, and we're just going to go work our way over. Negative 5, negative 5, and 2. Oh dear. Let's delete that. Negative 5 and 2. All right, I forgot to hit enter. Let's do it again. So 4, negative 5. See how these are going in? 4, negative 5. Now we're going to plug in 4 and 19. Okay. Now let's do this again. 1, 5, negative 1, negative 20. Okay. Easy peasy. We got our matrix in. We told our calculator this is our matrix right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quit. Second quit. And now, and I'm just going to clear this so we can have a fresh plate and you can see. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into matrix, and I'm going to say, hey, I need you to do some math for me, calculator. And these are all things that if you could figure out if you're taking linear algebra, maybe later on in algebra 2, we'll see. But what we're looking for is RREF, okay? And I'm going to show you RREF. And what that stands for, and you don't need to know this, but this is the button you need to use to solve for this 3 linear system matrix. So reduced row echelon form. Okay, that's what it stands for. What it's going to do is it's going to reduce all these rows for us. And echelon, of course, stands for, it's another word for ladder or rank, but so it's reducing all the rows, the ranks, down into what you're going to see here. So I know this is more advanced than what we are doing, but this is how you're going to do it. So, oops, second matrix, again, math. We're going to go down to reduce row echelon form, which is this guy. There we go. All right, so you're telling your calculator, I want you to perform reduce row echelon form. So it's leaving this open and saying, okay, you want me to perform reduce row echelon form, but which matrix are you going to use? And that's where the name comes in. So you're going to go back into second matrix, but this time we're not going to use edit. This time we're going to use names, and we're going to use B here, and I can just type in number 2 for B. So reduce row, hey calculator, do reduce row echelon form for the matrix called B. Okay? And there you go. What's cool about this is this is saying, hey, x equals -2, y equals -3, and z equals 3. So that's what our answer is: -2, -3, and 3. All right, so it's kind of cool. It's definitely a level above what you need right now, but matrix is a great way to solve for 3 linear systems on your calculator. Hope this helped.